Yay. Hey, everybody. This is your buddy Carl for Leann Albrecht Worship Tribe. I know I'm getting in the camera shot here. And today we're going to work on the song, I Am in You. I am in you. You are in me, and we are one. This is on the last record, Mighty and Glorious. And people are saying, we love that song. We do it at church all the time. What's the deal? So let me give you the basics. Now, if you've watched me before, I tune my guitars down a half step. In fact, the Martin that I have, I've now tuned down a whole step to D. Just it's getting bigger. I love the bigness of it, and I may go back to making that a 12-string, which it originally was, because I got a new guitar. I've got an Epiphone Master-built Series 6-string. Sounds great, big and warm, kind of like the Martin, but anyway, moving on. And so I Am in You was recorded in D flat. So because I tuned down a half step, it's easy. I use D forms, but I take the capo off and then I'm in D flat. So if you're matching Leann's key, who is an alto, it would be there. Okay, now also if you want free lead sheets, get the charts for these songs. All of the original music is free at leannalbrecht.com at the store tab, or it'll say downloads, something like that. I can't even remember. But the lead sheets are free. Okay, so there you go. Have fun. And we do this in D flat in the recording, but for today I'll keep the capo on one so you're hearing a D. And let me show you really quick what I do. So it's a D2 actually, a standard D2, right? Second string, third fret, third string, second fret, and then an open E. This E is going to ring open. And usually I mute this all down strum thing. Now the little trick, the hook, right? A musical hook is this. I take this and then I drop the first finger right behind the third to do the major 7. And I do that as the hook throughout. 3, 1, 3, 1. Interesting, I have to change the fingering when I go to the G. So it's a D2. That's the hook. I am in you, and you are in me, and we are one. Now this G is not a normal G. I'm playing the third finger at the third fret, the second finger on the 6th string up here, third fret, the G, and then the D note is held with the third finger, and I just let that E string hang open because I'm not really hitting it that much. But that way I can still do the hook, the little da 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 da. In this case, because the second finger's got to come up and play the G. So if you hear the recording, it's so it is a G, kind of like a G6 with this little 5, flat 5, because we want to hear the hook, which is very unusual, but it makes the song unique. But it's still just D. I am in you, you are in me, and we are one. You could do it that way, just I am in you, you are in me, and we are one. Boring. So you always look for ways to spice chords up. My salute to my friend Paul Balash, who I really paid attention to. He's a great guitar player, and the guys in Paul's band, amazing guitar players. So I was trying to pay attention, even though I'm a drummer. I was always watching like interesting chord things they would do. Like Paul would even talk about, made a little mistake, and then I turned it into a hook. It becomes a song. So I always look for what else can I do with something common. See, that's the key. So anyway, I am in you, you are in me, and we are one. So the rhythm of it is da 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 dee 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 da 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 da. The third line, all that I have That's a B minor bar chord. Now you could play it the 4 string, all that I have, that's 1 on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then 3rd and 4th strings like that. The standard B minor, right? Get a chord diagram book if you know, sorry I don't have a little graphic here. That'll come later. But I do it as a bar chord, so I can get a little more weight. I can hear the bass note. So all that I have is yours. That's an A with a sus on it. Now I just play the A here, dropping the 1st finger into that, and then getting the sus by putting the 3rd finger on the sus, which is just what? 2nd string, 3rd fret. So that's an A sus, standard A sus, suspended. And then all that you have. Now I'm playing a straight G chord, but I don't do it where I don't let the B note resonate. It sounds better where the G note is held, and I just let my 3rd finger mute string 5. So it's not really ringing out. But you get this really open G. So, and I'm playing 4th finger holding the 3rd fret, 3rd finger is holding the 5th. I don't even let the B note resonate on the high end. No, I go, so open 5ths, right? It's a G chord, really, no 3rd. So all that I have is yours, A sus, G, all that you have is mine. Standard E minor. 2nd and 3rd finger, or 1st and 2nd finger on the 5th and 4th string, 2nd fret. E minor, we are one. Now, when it's going back around to a chorus, I go, I am in you, you are in me, and we are one. Now I'm going to go to the 3rd line. B minor, all that I have is yours, A sus. That open G, right? G, no 3rd. All that you have is mine. E minor. We are one. A D2 chord. I don't play it as... I just like the openness of D's. Open 2s or 9th. You could call it a 9th. Although we're not playing... You know, we're playing it more as a 2, right? So there you go. Sometimes I'll hammer into the 3rd, like if we're going to go around to the verse where we're headed now. So all that you have is mine. We are one. Verse 1. For you have given us G chord. Same thing I don't do. I don't do the B's very much. For you have given us the name above. Ooh, interesting. It's a G, or it's really written as an A over G. In other words, the A chord is happening. I'm just using the if you've got a fat enough 1st finger like me, I reach across all 3 notes to fret down, and I'm keeping the G note held. For you have given us A over, and it is that. But you get that. And when you hear it go by, it just feels like a passing chord. For you have given us the name above all others. That is a D over F sharp. Now if you're going to play a D chord, a standard D, 1, 2, there on the 2nd fret, and the middle string, the B string on the 3rd fret, that's a standard D. Reaching with your thumb to get the F sharp in the bass, you could do that. Or you could play it as a D2 and not emphasize the E too much. So there's a couple ways to do that. So you have given us your glory and your honor. Now here it plays D over F sharp for a bar, and then a straight D chord. There's your D chord, which the Father has given. Same thing, so it's G da da to an A over G. And you're looking like, what is that octopus, right? It's really... Now when I do this, I'm not really letting the A string resonate because I want to hear the A chord. I want to hear that on a piano it would be, you know, G in the bass feeling that A chord higher. So I didn't want to hear the A string resonating while I tried to hold the G. So again, I'm letting my bass finger, whatever you use, just kind of laying on string 5 so it doesn't ring out. So it gives a cleaner A over G. So you have given, which the Father has given unto you. There's your B minor, bar chord B minor. Build that. If you're like, Carl, bar chords, I used to like, how do I get a bar chord? Make that first finger get a callus. Ouch, yes, build that thing. You know, so I used to help use my second finger and just do a lot of bar chords, maybe just, and try to get enough good callus across your first finger to make the whole chord sing out. All of those chords. So you want that bar chord, ooh, you know, even if I do it very long, I can still feel it. So that's why you got to play every day to get the muscles built up in your hands. All right, so there you go. Verse 1, for you have given us your glory and your honor. D over F sharp to a regular D, which the Father, A over G has given to you, B minor. Jesus, you prayed that we would be E major, complete in your love. Standard E major, nothing changed. You can I still finger it. First finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret, and then 2nd and 3rd finger on the 4th and 5th string, 2nd fret. Standard E chord, there you go. Then the next bar is an E minor. I go from E major, then lift the first finger. So it's just 2 and 3. To let the world know we are one. And you could literally, so you could just lift the B note from there and put the 4th finger down on the A sus. So I'm playing an A sus. So let me show you all those as this is halfway through the verse. Jesus, you prayed that we would be to an E, complete in your love, to an E minor, to let the world know we are one, A sus. Now you could switch up and do all the movement and do the A sus how you wish. I just feel like if I'm going E minor, off to let the E minor, now I just drop the pinky, lift the 2 and drop the 4th finger onto the 2nd string, 3rd fret, leaving this E note, which is the 3rd finger on the 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, right? So look at there. There's an A sus, standard A sus, but I'm fingering it with 3 and 4. It's your call. There's no rules here. Whatever gets you there quicker. I'm just trying to find ways not to have to flip fingers around, you know, smoother transition. Okay, so that's the chorus in the verse of I am in you, okay? Second verse is exactly the same. For you have given us your name, A over G. So we did that, you got it. Now, you could strum. My strumming, rock and roll, 8th notes, kind of muffling with my palm back here like all my buddies, all rockers have learned that feel. A sus. So you can do that, or you can open. Some people feel Now, one thing I'm careful if I'm doing down, up, down, up, down, up. I am in you. I'm very careful not to go. Don't beat the guitar. I have to remind myself, ease up there, guy, ease up. And go for a real, almost like an open version of this, of all down strumming. Okay, you got it. So that's that. You could do down ups, but keep it real loose and real smooth and tight. In other words, not tense, but I mean close. Don't be all over the guitar. Don't beat it. And this applies to so much music, but okay, let's move on. So that's the chorus and the verse. Now the bridge. Ooh, big left turn. Leann likes to write songs with surprise bridges. Okay, so your kingdom come in me, your will be done through me, displaying your glory, releasing your power. Okay, so it's a B flat. Here's your bar chords, B flat. Now, B flat 2, because I'm only playing the bar chord, first fret, all the bar, and then third and fourth finger grab the third fret on the third and fourth string. Your kingdom come in me. Then another bar chord, slide up 2 to a G minor. G minor 7. It's only the bar on the third fret and then the third finger on the fifth string up 2. This is why bar chords are so important. Now, if you feel like, Carl, I don't have the fingers for that, man, you could do your kingdom. You could just hold, do these two, the B flat, and you would miss the B flat. You might bar just from holding the A string down, and really we don't want the F to resonate. I'm just kind of just holding across. But you're going to need the G. There's no way to get around it. You need the G minor, unless you play it. That's too thin. Leann wanted the bigness, so she likes me to get these bar chords. Your kingdom come in me, G minor 7, come to me. Then the D, this D figure is the melody. D sus to the 3, 2, and then you want this to ring out. So if I'm just sus, resolve, 2, 3, so it becomes displaying your power. Sus, da, dee, da, do, dee, da. Now, it's just holding the D chord and working that melody around that figure. Displaying your, and I'm not going dee, dee, da, da. I don't want to hear the 3 coming back so much. I want to resonate that. Displaying your power. B flat 2, you come in me. G minor 7, da, da. Then the figure. Sus, resolve 2. And that repeats as much as Leann wants to do this bridge, and we build it a lot. So sometimes I start with your kingdom come in me, your will be done to me, displaying your glory. Whoops. So I don't want to hear dee dee da dee da dee. Not that. Dee 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 dee. Okay, so that's the bridge, and then when it ends, it goes into kind of this cosmic open, whoa, a flat 7, a C2 chord, C, standard C, 1, and then the first finger on the second string, first fret, fourth string, second fret, and the C note there. Right now, what happens, you could say, well, you don't need the 1 back there. I just remembered by playing the C chord and letting my pinky land on the third fret, second string. So it's really a D2, right? Or you could play it as a C, but on the recording I did the C2. You wouldn't need the first finger back here, but I just remember to get the C chord and grab the 4. What is that? It's a C chord, slide it up 2 frets. And it's kind of what we call a D. What is that? That's a D sus, add 4. There's the 2. There's the D. But now you've got an open G, which is a 4th. Real pretty. Kind of a cluster chord, which isn't that's not a real musical term. Leann likes that dissonance, that slide up on a guitar. Okay, it's just a C chord slide of 2. So that's that vamp section. Kind of an open worship thing the band does. And you can do little melodic things too. So there you go. There's I Am in You. I know it's 20 minutes. I'm trying to get through these fast, but sometimes teaching a song takes a little more in-depth, kind of getting the fingering right and everything. So have fun, enjoy that. There you go. I am in you. I am in you. At the end, we are one. The hook. We are one. And Leann goes, we are one.